Hey everybody, you see the title of this video, you're probably, what in the world? Who doesn't know how to water plants by hand? Well, there could be a lot of people if you're not watering your stuff right. So I have to water a lot of my stuff, most of these garden by hand, using either a water bucket or a hand sprayer. And what you need to do is remember not to wet your leaves. That's the main concern here, is when you're watering stuff, you only want to water at the base of your plants. That's why if you go and you look at videos where the people are using drip tapes and some type of drip emission, the water's coming from the bottom, or being emitted at the bottom. It doesn't spray up at the plant. And you don't want to wet your leaves, because that's going to spread disease and it's going to cause mildew. I had a whole bed of squash kind of like these a couple years ago. I had someone water my garden for me, and they just took the hose and just, sway it. It looks really pretty when you wet the leaves and everything. You come back the next day and you have mildew all over them, and it just destroys your plants. So one thing to remember is to always water at the base of your plants. Now there is an exception. If you're using compost tea and you're spraying down your leaves with that, that's good. But remember, you're going to make your compost tea from fresh rainwater or water that's been dechlorinated, where you set it around for 24 hours and get the chlorine out of it. But if you have to run in a situation like today where I've ran out of water, rainwater, and from my rain barrels, and I'm having to water by hand, always remember to water at the base. So I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration just using a rain barrel, a watering can or a sprayer. So it's extremely easy. Water it in really good, and that's it. Don't soak those leaves. You really don't have to worry about the bottom leaves there. Those are the first true set of leaves that the squash plant had. These are patty pan squash. So we just want to water only at the base. Don't ever take your hose and soak down the leaves, so you're just asking for problems. Best time to water is really the best time is early in the morning before the sun has hit everything. But if you're like me, you don't have time in the morning to do that, so I water usually around the same time every day, 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. Still some sunlight out. So, this is just a basic video, but, keep your plants just watered at the base. If you're watering something like cabbage, let's go over there. I'll show you what I do for the cabbage. This is one of my cabbage plants. It's about ready to be harvested, probably next week. It's a pretty good sized head. And the weather's getting hotter here, so I'm gonna have to harvest these soon. But to water something like this, and cabbage, broccoli and stuff like that doesn't have to be watered as much, especially in the fall and in the spring. But if you have a few days of 80-degree weather like we've had, you're gonna have to water this stuff. Alright, so this is how I do it, and you may say, boy, that's a lot of work. But if you want pretty plants, you kind of have to do it this way sometimes. Remember, this is chlorinated water. This is tap water that I'm using in these buckets. So never get your leaves wet with tap water. If you use rainwater, it's not going to be a problem. You don't have to worry about that as much. But if you're using tap water like I'm having to today, never wet your leaves. That's just a tip. Hope it helps. Thanks for watching.